Welcome back to Dry Hollow Homestead. We are in the kitchen preparing all kinds of things for preservation. I have in my large 18-quart Nesco turkey roaster, I think is what it actually is. I have pizza sauce that I'm ready to get canned up. That's been going for several days. The way I do it, it's very no fuss, simple, and it doesn't take up any burners on my stove, which I only have 4, and my pans are so big I can't even really fit 4 things on my stove at one time because we're a large family like that. So that pizza sauce is going to get canned up into pints in our pressure canner, and then I'm also making some salsa. So I'm actually I use this book all the time, and I think Living Traditions is the one that I first recommended it, and I was holding a spot. Great. Complete book of home preserving, and I'm doing the fresh vegetable salsa, and I did this with my onions when they first came out of the garden. I went ahead and chopped them all. We have this Vidalia chop wizard, and then I froze them. First I put them on a sheet of parchment paper on like cookie trays, put them in the freezer and flash froze them, and then I stuck them in that bag. And I've got several gallons now, so it makes this kind of easy. And I also chopped up tomatoes and green peppers from the garden. And next, I think on the list is to do jalapenos. Now, these jalapenos I did not grow this year. I actually grew these last year, I guess. And at the end of the season, I picked all the peppers that were left on there, and there were so many, it filled up a gallon bag. So I went ahead and put them in the freezer for whenever I needed them, which this time I'm going to use them in this. So they're just frozen in the bag from last summer, and we are still working on those. So that's handy to do. So I'll bring you along as we go. The next thing I'm going to do is chop those jalapenos and do cloves of garlic. I need to deal with the garlic that I got out of the garden because I don't think they're going to last a long time. I've never kept garlic before. I've never grown garlic before this year. So I think I need to actually it's curing outside right now, so I think we need to do that together soon too. I need to get them inside and probably go ahead and take some time to do something. You tell me what you do with your garlic from the garden. I want it to not go to waste, obviously, and I want to use it in my kitchen, but I want to be able to use it throughout the whole year, and I don't think it's going to last. It was a hard neck. I'm not sure how to keep it. So let me know what you do in the comments below. I would greatly appreciate it. So now I'm going to do the jalapenos, cloves of garlic. It says tomato paste. Got that. Vinegar, cilantro, cumin. So I'm going to get all that together, bring you along. I'm also getting this heated up because my pizza sauce is totally ready. I need to wash up the jars and ladle it into my jars and process it while I am making the salsa. Got to keep that canner hot so I can can that salsa too. So stick with me. Always be prepared. Take precautions. These jalapenos, even since they've been frozen for over a year, they are still spicy. So I'm actually not going to put all of the seeds in there. That's just a personal preference. I like spicy, but my family definitely does not. So I'm not going to try to burn their faces off here. So it says in the recipe it calls for 8 of the jalapenos. Seeded is what the recipe calls for. I might leave a couple seeds. Nothing too bad. But I am putting these gloves on because I have been nonchalant about that and just kind of thought, I'm not going to touch my face. Famous last words. In the middle of the night when your contact needs to be taken out. Yeah, okay. How are you not going to touch your eyes? So I don't do that anymore. Okay, the next part is the cilantro. I've already added the can of tomato paste and the garlic that I used the garlic press with. That's garlic that we grew. Yay! Cilantro I had to buy from the store. Yeah, I had cilantro earlier in the year. It bolts really quickly here, and I put new seed in, and I still haven't seen any starts from that coming up. So I'm not going to use all of the stem, but I am going to cut off about this much. And I'm using all of this. Some people cut off like down to very little. Just the leaves. I'm not doing that. I feel like that's a waste. Now I do understand the very, very bottom. I'm supposed to water bath can this salsa according to the directions for 20 minutes. So I'm going to use the same canner. I'm just going to fill up with more hot water and not build up pressure or anything in my canner. And use my all-purpose, my all-American canner, pressure canner as a water bath canner. And you've probably heard me say many other times, I do not like utilitarian items, tools in my kitchen. Sorry, my dryer is on the outs and it makes that awful sound. So sorry you had to hear that. But I don't like one-use items. I like things that fill multiple holes. In my kitchen, this is one of them. That's one of the ways I get 2 out of 1. So it says to cover. So I'm going to cover it with at least about 1 inch of water. With these jars in here right now, I have it right... I've been hearing popping noises every few minutes. I'm still definitely going to go online and try to get myself some more of those reusable lids. I cringed at the price whenever my husband told me. Okay, I just got the last of those 3 cans of pizza sauce out of the pressure canner. They processed for 20 minutes. We are done. It's a long afternoon on Sunday to be doing this, but it is finished. We got tons of tomatoes put away for winter, salsa, and I still have 3 more bags of tomatoes in my freezer. What I do when I do not have time right now, but they are ready, I go ahead and I core them. I think I have a shot of this that I can show you. Maybe I can overlay it, but I core them with a strawberry core. This was something, I think we picked it up at Aldi's a couple months, maybe even a couple of years ago. This is just handy to stick in, get the core, wash them, and then throw them in a plastic bag. I just do a Walmart or Sharp Shopper, Target, whatever bags you have, and then freeze them just like that. When you are ready to use, that's actually what I did with that pizza sauce you saw me do. Those were actually from my freezer. I didn't have time for them when they first came here. My father-in-law actually brought me some boxes, which I appreciate. I didn't have time to process them that day, and actually it's even easier. Even if I did have time to process it that day, I would have done this anyway, because once you do that, they are frozen. I go to put them in a bowl, let them slowly thaw out, and as they do, those skins just slip right off. Then I put that in my big Nesco while I'm doing whatever I'm processing. Now the salsa I did do with fresh tomatoes, I'm going to try next time and see using those frozen tomatoes. My husband's outside chainsawing. It's loud. Everyone is everywhere. It's time for me to go enjoy my family. So God bless, and I will see you again. Goodbye.